this is the pocket guide for deeper conversation. There's 5 different levels to it, from anywhere to surface talk to all the way at level 5 is present realities. So slowly,
that sounds deep.
As the podcast goes on, what we're going to do is we're going to go up a level. And we're going to start off with just the small talk and the little things that can kind of lead to a conversation, but not so much. And then we'll slowly get into family stuff and stuff about the future, where everything's going and all that, because I think this is a very big transitional phase. Really for everybody. What I've noticed, especially recently, a lot of things have been changing in a lot of people's lives. And it's, I don't know, I think it's time to discuss some of these things.
Yeah, I do too. I think you guys are gonna learn a lot about us tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna probably know more.
We're gonna learn a lot about us tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so these are some of the little surface level things. Now, first question that I have for you, Keaton. Is
this like you're asking me, or
I'm
asking both of us?
Well, I'm gonna ask you, and then I can answer, and you can pick a question and all that sort of thing.
Sounds good.
All right, so this one's probably pretty easy for you, but what is something that you're looking forward to right now?
Yeah, that is pretty easy. Well, I am getting married in March of 2022, so that is something I am looking forward to.
March 2022. It seems like 2022 is like such a far off, distant year, but it's literally in just a few months.
It is. Holy crap!
So it's August. Well, when we're recording this, it is currently August the 20th.
So 7 months away.
Yeah.
7 months away.
Holy moly, cannoli, Bertoli. But yeah, honestly, I am really looking forward to the wedding as well, because, well, for a couple reasons. Number one, I am honored to have the position that I have.
Yes.
So, which
well, you should feel honored because it's in the title.
What?
It's in the title.
What's in the title?
The honorings. You're an honor.
Your honor?
Your honor.
I'm honored?
Yes, you are honored.
I'm a judge?
Yes.
Oh. I thought we are called not to judge. Judge not, or you yourself shall be judged.
Okay, past that point. But yes, Ryan is going to be the best man.
Yeah, so, yeah, you can clap now. It's fine. So my speech is going to be an hour and a half long, and
I think we're limiting people to like 6 minutes for speeches.
Yeah, well,
You are special though. Mm-hmm. I will allow you like 15.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna write it. it's all. I began writing it like the night the night that I was talking to Marley about tuxes and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was, you didn't tell me that I was your best man. Like, I knew, but like you didn't tell me. Marley told me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember like not too far ago, but every time we've talked about it, we're like, yeah, when we get married, we're gonna be best man.
Yeah. No. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Also, I haven't traveled in forever. So I
wonder why. So yeah.
So, what is one thing that you really like about social media?
What is one thing I like about social media?
Yeah, what's something that you like about social media? I can answer it if
you like.
What I'm going to do.
I'm going to say you can stay in contact with your friends.
Yeah, that's a really big one, like being able to stay in contact with people, because I don't know what would have happened to this if it were not for social media.
That is true.
I know exactly what would have happened. Would have been dead on arrival. Like, but I mean that's a fairly common one. But for me, what I like so much about social media is the advertising capabilities.
Yeah.
About how easy it is to advertise and like kind of make a name for yourself on places, because I think I've talked about so many times about how I yearn to entertain, and it is so easy for someone to. It's like there's tons of hard work involved, of course, but especially in this day and age, you can go viral in the niche that you exist in. I don't really know if going viral really exists anymore, which that might be a topic for later in the podcast. But yeah, that's what I like about social media. But on that flip side, what's something that you don't like about it?
Screw it. Cancel culture.
Yeah, well, we had a long discussion about cancel culture on steel toe flip flops, which is my favorite episode of Bite Sized. If you haven't listened to Bite Sized yet, you should head your way over to some of the audio platforms and listen to some of the other episodes, because we've got some exclusive content over there for our audio listeners only, which of course you don't have to listen to it.
But you can if you want. You'll find some great knowledge.
Yeah, I'm going to highly recommend it, because there are some things that you can't do and or say on YouTube. We've got the content that's too hot for the tube. So with that being said, what I don't like about social media is definitely people get so attached into their online presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like people will always act different around different people. Like you're going to talk different around your boss than what you're going to talk to your mom. You're going to talk different to me than we talk on the podcast. Similar, but they're things we're not going to discuss.
Yeah.
Mostly things about the podcast and planning the podcast. We only ever discussed about planning the podcast during the live episode.
True.
But people have their online persona versus real life, and it gives people a warped sense of reality, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say so.
You want to flip through and find what you think our next question should be?
Yeah.
We should pass this off, and try and stick to level 1 for right now. But if you find a good one, and while the other is answering, the other picks out a question.
All right, here's a good one. If you could be a character in any book or movie, who would you be?
3, 2, 1. Arth. I thought we were going to answer together. I thought that's what we were going to do.
I thought it said book or movie.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I'm cheating for this one. Video game, Arthur Morgan. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to be Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, you want to live that life?
No, I don't. Wait, let's see.
I don't.
Let's see. Book or movie?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's stick to book or movie, because
that's the question. There's too many video game characters. I think... I'm trying to think of books that I've read recently. So it has to be a fictional character.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would just be extremely fun to exist in the Star Wars universe. Like, I'd prefer to be a Force wielder, but existing within the Star Wars universe would probably be my best bet for that question.
Wow.
What do you think, sir?
If I would be in a book or a movie, TV show count?
Yeah, we'll go with TV show. It's our podcast. We do what we want.
That's true. I'd probably say Savage Opress. Except for I would do things a little bit differently.
Yeah, not be...
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so Keaton, what is a current pet peeve of yours?
You don't really grind my gears.
What really grinds your gears, Keaton?
People make noises when they eat. Like,
really?
Like when they're like...
Oh, I bet...
Or like when people take like a big gulp and they're like...
Oh,
like oh, man.
Like that?
Okay, that doesn't bother me because I guess
there was a comedic factor to it.
Well, not that, just that as I was expecting it. It's like when people like unintentionally do it.
Oh.
Like if I'm eating and I'm sitting somewhere and just people are just like smacking their lips and stuff. That really
no, I understand that.
That makes me just want to like take a fork and like stick it through their freaking throat and rip it out and just have blood squirt everywhere and then just
I don't know.
beat their head in until there's nothing left.
It's never like entirely bothered me.
Well,
That's the thing. I've never really quite.
have you been on the spectrum before?
No.
Well, apparently that's like a thing.
Oh, okay. Well, for me,
And Wesley has his theory.
Ryan hates
When
hypocrites and people who talk in the third person.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a.
I hate when people are really hypocritical, like super hypocritical, because I mean,
There's only like one type of hypocrite.
what? There's only one time. Okay.
No, I can't
It's
say it.
it's difficult to
I cannot pronounce words.
It's difficult to say
Hypocrites.
without mentioning specific people, but people who will next question. People who will talk about so many like, hey, this it's like you should do this, this, and that, and then they're living their life in the complete opposite direction. It's the complete whole do as I say, not as I do, and it's like so, you know.
Yeah.
But we can move on to level 2 if we're ready to get there, because we're already 20 minutes in.
Yeah, we'll move on.
And
to
then
level 2.
people who talk in the third person, there is very specifically, I feel like I've talked about this in the podcast before. I had a teacher in 7th grade who she would always talk in the third person. She would constantly say, well, Mrs. So-and-so thinks that this, and it just drove me up a wall.
Grinded your gears.
It was like sandpaper to my brain. It was smoothing out the wrinkles. And I felt myself getting progressively dumber every time this woman spoke. And it's not good when a teacher does that to you, I would say.
I found a really good one.
Is this in level 2?
Yeah, it is.
All right, here, level 2 graphic. I'm going to put graphics in this. This is going to be tons of fun. A little theme song, a little stinger.